So rising everyone, welcome back. Ooh, we are doing a reading on Taylor Frankie Paul with her being canceled for The Bachelorette and the future of MOMTOK, y'all. I'm so glad I have watched the Secret Live of Mormon Wives at the beginning of the year. That's when I went MIA, because I was like, let me just go ahead and watch this show since it keeps appearing on my feed whenever I go on Hulu, and I gave it a chance. And I was like, ooh, I'm sold. But ever since everything that has came out with Taylor Frankie Paul, Dakota, and MOMTOK and Dad Talk and stuff like that, I went on ahead and decided to rewatch the whole entire seasons, like all 4 seasons again, right? Tell me why they chopped and screwed the first episode, because you know, if before the headlines came about, they showed like the snippet of the incident that happened between Taylor and Dakota, right? Not the whole video where she was tossing the stools like it was like she was the Incredible Hulk or anything, but just like the snippet of her and Dakota talking to the police. Girl, tell me why they took that out of the episode. I'm so glad I watched it before they took that out. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into it with Taylor Frankie Paul featuring, you know, featuring Dakota and MOMTOK, and see what is going on. Oh, okay. Let's see. We got opposition and we got ascending. Girl, she gonna need the strength, okay? The opposition is tearing her up right now, okay? Tearing her up. I see there's a black eye here. So is she going through the black eye treatment? Wink, wink. And then we have ascending. So 9 plus 8, that's 17. 1 plus 7, that's 8. So we got another 8. 8 represents the strength. Also 8 represents, oh, what does 8 represent? Oh, for the most part, having the strength to get through something. Like, so on one point she's like getting beat up, right, in each and every way, right? And on the flip side, it's more like love and light, peace and love and light, undisturbed, unbothered. Okay, so that's what it's given. All right. Meanwhile, you got North Node, South Node. Oh, this is very interesting. At the top, North Node, North Node. So, South Node is like your comfort zone. North Node is where is the direction that you should be going towards. It's like, I don't want to say your destiny per se, even though it is, but is the direction that you should be going towards. Okay, so you got South Node, the comfort zone, and you got the North Node of moving in the direction that you're supposed to, your higher self, you know, your higher self, your lower self, or your, you know, your flesh and blood. You know what I'm saying? That's at the top. So obviously with 55 is 5, I mean 0 is not considered a number in numerology. So 5 is dealing with sudden change, major change, okay, major changes, travel. So she may be traveling. She may be embarking on some travel. Or she may be moving to another location for her own self. She need to be in jail, but anyways, that's above me right now. Now, for clarification, let's go ahead and get into some hidden blockages of Taylor Frankie Paul. hidden blockages for Taylor, Frankie, Paul. We got one, lack of specificity. Hold on. Specificity. Okay. Even it says have to set very vague goals that are hard to visualize and hard to attain. So she needs to gain absolute clarity. She needs to give her mind the time to process everything that has crossed her field of vision so she can set a clear intention for her manifestation to work. Become a conscious creator is she leaning towards that? Becoming a conscious creator? Interesting. Love life. Your love life is somehow causing you to get sidetracked and all balance. Come on, what are you doing? Just like how my uncle be doing, playing cards, playing spades. Bam. Okay. Already. Come on now. This card is letting us know that she can have it all. You know, have the love and the work balance. But she's going to have to gain absolute, and when I mean absolute clarity, okay, on what she really wants out of love, okay? And for me, in my eyes, like this past season for The Secret Life of Mormon Wives, I have some thoughts on that, especially when it got to the part when she was able to track not only who her father was, but also siblings. She realized that she had siblings that came along with her father, after her mother and her father didn't work out. And I'm talking about the biological father, not the stepfather, okay? So with this card, she needs to seek a better balance between her work life and her love life. Take time to make sure yourself is a priority and realize that you don't have to sacrifice your success to have love, which, that has definitely played a part in that for a long time. Meanwhile, you got the third eye chakra being blocked, so she may feel non-assertive, afraid of success, bad intuition, or or herself being a little egotistical per se. Okay. In other words, she's not trusting her intuition like as she should, she's not doing what is best for herself. She's basically falling towards, she's basically comfortable where she is at per se. But she needs to get out of that comfort zone, get out of that cycle, get out of the pattern. Break the chains, right? Break the chains so she can be able to be in a better direction, in a better headspace, in a better well-being for not only herself, but also for her children as well. Okay? Now, let's get some other messages. Additional messages for Taylor, Frankie, Paul. By the way, I am filming this on March 29th, 2026 around 3:50 p.m. Okay, Central Standard Time. Dang, the sneaky link card already came out. Yikes. Okay, oh, not the side piece. I left home. Okay, we got glow up that came up first with self-improvement, finding confidence, personal transformation, better than ever. So she's in her glow up mood. Meanwhile, we have the sneaky link card with hidden encounters, private meetings, secrets, discreet intimacy. Nobody needs to know. Nobody has to know. God. Ugh. And we got side piece with secret romance, hidden affairs, second choice only, late night calls. Yikes. Oh my gosh. What? Damn. Boundaries. There is a need for her to establish some boundaries, though. Saying no firmly, protecting her peace, setting limits clearly, and saying enough is enough. And when we say enough is enough, we say enough is enough. Okay? Let's be enough is enough, period. At the bottom, we got speak up. She needs to express, there is a need of expressing needs, defending herself, having the courage to confront or voice her matters. Okay, on the speak up, she is well aware of speaking up for herself. But I say I'm leaning more towards she needs to speak up for herself when it comes to boundary wise, when it comes to the side piece and the sneaky link. That way she can continue to glow up. Cause again, she already speaks up for herself as is. But she needs to speak up for herself and be real specific with it when it comes to the boundaries and stand on it 10 toes now when it comes to the side piece and the sneaky link, because it seems like she got a side piece and the sneaky link. Okay, it would have been fine if she was just, no, it would have been fine, but I mean the fact that the sneaky link card and the side piece here, so she is still juggling between two folks possibly. Okay, yikes. Maybe with the dude that is representing potential, and then you got Dakota, you know what I'm saying? Or it could be both Dakota playing the sneaky link and the side piece, you know what I'm saying? But baby girl, we gonna have to I don't want to say do better, but we gotta get better. Let's get better before we do better. Okay? Now, let's get some more additional messages, and then we'll go right into the analysis. Additional messages. Oh, I ain't mean to. Okay, here we go. Ding, 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 ding. Inner childhood trauma. Number 1. We got blessing in disguise. We got happiness and social media. Okay. Marriage and marriage or life partnership. Soulmate. Okay. All right. So inner childhood trauma. Now, I'm gonna tell you based on what I saw on The Secret Life of Mormon Wives, season 4. Spoiler alert. Okay. Towards the end of the season, right before she went to the airport at the last minute, she, like I mentioned before, she did go on a quest to seek who her father was, or specifically where was he, so she could be, so she can basically know where she comes from and gain more sense of identity because if she ain't getting it from her mama, I'm pretty sure she gets it from her father, which she has mentioned on the show, that some of the things that that the person that was relaying the information to her about her father, that that he had this impulsiveness about him, and that, I mean, Taylor gets that from him, and that he was issue to her mom, especially while she was pregnant, but at the same time he did endure like a horrid accident. I believe it was a car accident, I want to say. It was some form of vehicular accident to where it left him paralyzed. And you know how men are whenever they go through a medical condition. I mean, everybody could go through this thought process in in whatever manner that they do. But men specifically, when you go from a person of independence to a person of excuse me, less mobility because of an unforeseen circumstance that has happened to you, that will play onto your psyche. That's what happened with Taylor Frankie Paul's dad, due to the fact that her mom tried to stay as long as she could to be there for him, but it had got to the point where he just basically went AWOL. And he couldn't bear the thought of it, like he just couldn't get it out of his psyche that he went from this person from total independence, being able to be mobile, leg wise, to not being mobile, and the fact that you have to rely on people to care for you basically for the rest of your life. So I believe the person had told her that he ended up offing himself. So he's no longer living, God rest his soul, but he's no longer living. And of course, she has 2 siblings. I think she has a brother and a sister. I believe that's what I recall her saying, that she has a brother and sister. So with that being said, the inner childhood trauma. Due to the inner childhood trauma that played effect in Taylor's life regarding to the relationship with herself and her dad, as well as the relationship between her dad, her biological dad, and her mom, I'm pretty sure she had like a picture frame, a photographic memory that entered into her psyche, to where she developed this type of mentality, besides the Mormon faith, but she gained a sense of mentality for her to do the things that she does today, per se, right? So basically, a long story short, the things that happened in her past affected her to how she deals with her relationships today. That's why I always tell folks, and I ask these 3 questions when it comes to interacting with folks. I'll be like, how's your faith? How's your relationship with your parents? How's your faith? And how was your upbringing? Oh, yet alone, how was your relationship to your mom? How's the relationship to your father? And how's your faith? Whether you're, strictly religious or you're spiritual. Because, I'm an open-minded person, but at the same time, it gives me just a prerequisite on how I will move forward with you accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Because the experiences that you go through in your early life, it does affect how you encounter your relationships, whether it's platonic, business, and love life, right? And friendships, partnerships, any type of partnerships. It affects how you interact with them based on what has transpired in your upbringing. Okay, so. And that could be whether you healed or in between or not healed. Okay. So again, the inner childhood trauma that she endured, possibly when she was 8 years old, because 4 plus 4 is equal to 8. Possibly. I'm just guessing the number, but possibly when she was 8, she had encountered some form of trauma during her childhood upbringing. Again, social media was like a blessing in disguise, because it's considered her happy place, because she's able to escape for what the reality is regarding to marriage or life partnership or soulmates. You know what I'm saying? All right, so that's just something, based on what I've watched on the show and just my thought process in general as I'm doing readings. Okay, so even if I didn't watch the show of Secret Life of Mormon Wives, I still would have said the same thing. All right, so let's move on to our love department. love department. So what insights could we gather when it comes to Taylor, Frankie, Paul, and Dakota Mortensen? I believe that's his last name. What insights can we gather from Taylor, Frankie, Paul, and and Dakota? Oh, we got some cards that fell on the floor. Hold up. Oh. Okay, so we got lies being told, fake news. She may be resting. What else? Broke. He may be broke. Manifesting love. There's still some manifesting love there. And secrets. Ooh. What type of secrets? It seems like there's some more secrets in the horizon. I wonder what. I wonder what type of secrets. Let's see. What type of secrets? Trust, sincerity, respect, careful, exploration, creation. Like secrets of trust? I'll leave that to the side. Let's see. What secrets? What type of secrets? Like broken trust? The lack of sincerity? Carnival, celebration, ceremony, passion, hobbies, upheaval. Is this relating to the bachelorette? Fire, carnival, celebration, celebrating a milestone that piqued some interest, but it became a sudden disaster. Okay. Oh well, look at that. The card behind the hurricane, wedding. So it I'm assuming it is relating to the bachelorette. It may be more, but we'll move on from there. I thought y'all gonna give me some real tea, girl. Give me some real tea. All right, let's go into the analysis. What's going on at the root? Jeez, come on now. I just seen the new baby card. My gosh. We don't need no more of that. They are a blessing, but good grief. Okay, I'm liking this combination of cards because... Okay. Oh! I mentioned babies and look at the card. The Page of Cups. We don't need no more babies, y'all. We don't need no more babies. Hold off on the babies, child. Y'all not even married. Y'all not even married. Hold off on the babies. There better not be no baby. Is that what the secret is about? A baby in the horizon? It better not be. It better not be. Okay, so we got... Alright, so based on what I see, this is more of a spiritual reading because we have the third eye chakra and the throat chakra. So there's more spiritual cards than physical cards. We have more fire energy, so it's a lot of action going on as well. So basically at the root chakra, we have Two of Pentacles showing up. Two of Pentacles is about balance, juggling, again, work and love life. So there's a need for balance there. Jupiter is representing growth and expansion. Third eye chakra is representing intuition and insight. And then we also have the symbol of Capricorn. And Capricorn is all about... Is it Capricorn? Yeah, Capricorns. Capricorns are all about discipline, structure, right? So it's time to get some structure so you can grow and expand your so you can grow and expand the abundance, but you got to maintain there's a need for balance in the root chakra region. Okay, and she knows it. She knows it. So how she's gonna get there, she's gonna have to find out a way to get back in good graces with get back in good graces with the sponsorships that she once had that let her go. She may experience some loss. Well, she has experienced some form of loss of money at this moment, but she's gonna have to figure out how she is going to able to get better discipline at restructuring her life. Again, like the card said earlier, the lack of specificity, along with the third eye chakra, she's gonna have to get real crystal clear on what she wants regarding to love and work life. Okay, now which moves forward to the Two of Swords here. That's talking about Libra energy. Libra is all about agreements, justice system, as well as partnerships. Okay, so there's a decision that has to be made regarding to a specific partnership that's been hidden in the shadows, because we got the moon energy here. Moon is all about secrets and illusions. So it's a stalemate. It's on the fence. She's torn between two relationships. There's divided loyalty. Possibly a relationship between MOMTOK and a relationship between Dakota. She's going to have to decide, right? Or maybe a relationship between, she may be caught between two men, right? Along with the relationship with MOMTOK, with the agreements, the partnerships, the deals, all that. So there's this decision that she has to make. All right. Hence, we have the blinded brow and eyes. So she's gonna have to make a decision, girl. And when she makes the decision, she has to make it to where it's true to herself and not to please others. That's the key. Which moves forward to the Page of Wands energy in the solar plexus region. And also, she definitely going to have to make peace with her childhood trauma, too. She's going to have to make peace with that, too. Along with her marriage and partnership. She's going to have to make peace with that. But there is some good news that can come about it when she does finally get clear and makes those sound-minded decisions. With the Page of Wands energy, it brings about enthusiasm. Let's see, a courageous person, energetic person, salesperson, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it will bring about some form of good news when she does do the inner work and make it happen for herself, making better decisions. Of course, she's going to have to be disciplined, and she's going to have to be a lot more responsible now than she once was to keep her foundation solid. She can experience her freedom. Again, she can have it all. She can have it all as long as she is able to stay disciplined. Okay? Know her responsibilities and her duties, especially as a mother. Okay? And know her responsibilities and her duties as a mother. Now, as far as like MOMTOK wise, that's a whole different shebang right there. Because she's considered the founder, leader of MOMTOK. So, what's that saying? Whoever heavy wears the crown, something like that. She's gonna have to weigh out her options, pick and choose her battles wisely, so forth and so on. So restabilize that foundation so it can grow and be structured and be disciplined. Meanwhile, with whenever she does take action into doing that, it will flow into the Four of Wands, which represents community. It also represents, you know, weddings as well. She may possibly get married again. Now it can bring about coming together. She will feel a lot more better coming back to the community with the mom talk sector whenever she does get her life right. Or she may embark on she may get married to somebody, you know, and it could go either or both. Okay, let's see. She may be able to tell her story. Timing. And go out the struggle, desperate, bring and victory. Painting. She may end up telling her story about it. With painting, I don't see her painting. I can see it more towards book writing, you know, other than painting. Does she paint? Timing, deadline, synchronization, rhythm, moment. She of course with that, when she does speak out and tell her story, of course it has to be the right time to do it. Maybe during the summertime. Go all out, struggle desperately, brief and victory. And she may score a small brief victory when she does come out and tell her story, and hopefully when she tells her story, it'll be more towards going all out, going all in, full throttle, telling it like it is. I mean, she does do that anyway, but this time she has to really mean it. Especially what has transpired between the Bachelor, you know, the deal sinking in for the Bachelorette, the up and down, on and off, tumultuous relationship between her and Dakota. And then, of course, you know, the ex-husband. We don't hear too much about the ex-husband besides that report that was made about him seeking out for full custody of the children, I want to say. So, yeah, whenever she does speak out to her community regarding to her story, if she hasn't done this already, she needs to do it when she is crystal clear and she is like completely done with all the shenanigans, because she has the potential to be more than what she is right now, or more than she was with MOMTOK. But it only takes her to make that decision. It only takes her to make that turnaround. You can't change nobody if they're not willing to change for themselves. So right now, hopefully she is in that mind frame. Well, hopefully on down the line, she will get to that point. Okay? Because everybody has their day. Alright? And when I say everybody has their day, I mean everybody has their day when they hit rock bottom and it's time to really get down, as the young kids say, lock in and do what needs to be done so you can get out of the pickle that you're in. Right? Alright, so closing messages for Taylor Frankie Paul. First off, even though there are cards indicating it, I'm going to ask again. Will she get married again? Will she get married again? I got a Six of Swords in reverse. This is a maybe card. Trouble coming out of frying pan into the fire like a progress. No, not right now. She's trying to come out of, no, not right now, but on down the line, maybe there will be a new opportunity coming for her. That will be worth celebrating. Okay. Let's see. When will, oh, let me do it with my timer. When will she be completely done with Dakota? Oh no, let me ask this first. Will she be done completely with Dakota? Will she ever be done with Dakota besides co-parenting? On the love aspect, love partnership aspect, will she ever be done with Dakota? No. Oh God. No, with the 10 of Wands. It's gonna be a burden. Oh my gosh. No, because he be putting that thing on it. Okay, he got that thing. Okay, he got that thing. She may get pregnant by him again. That's another baby card. She may get pregnant by him again. Oh shoot. Oh my gosh. Oh shoot. Oh my gosh. Oh, that I don't even need to ask the timing question on that because it said no, and there may be a baby that come along the way for that. God dog it. What is the future of Mom Talk looking like? We got the 5 of Cups in reverse. Moving forward, moving on, accepting things what it is. They're holding on. Let's see. They're going to continue to hold on. They're going to find some way to keep it going. Hold on to the resources. They may be budgeting right now, budgeting their finances. Yeah, they're going to figure out a way on how to still continue on with Mom Talk, even if Taylor is not with the group anymore. If they, kick her out, whatever the case may be. Whatever they do with that, they're going to figure out a way to still continue on the Mom Talkery train. Okay, on that end. Let me see. Any more messages? Any more questions I want to ask? No, I don't think I need. Oh, this is my last question. Okay. Well, damn. Okay, no, hold on now. Okay. Will Taylor end up going to jail? Will she end up going to jail? Going to jail. I got a yes. 3 years? 4. 7 of Cups. 3 to 4 years? I'm getting a yes, 3 to 4 years. Will it be physical jail or probation? Will it be physical jail? Will it be physical jail? I got a yes. The option, there is an option for her to go to, okay, shoot. There is an option. There are going to be several choices on dealing with this particular issue. It's either she gonna get 3 to 4 years in jail, or she may still get 3 to 4 years in probation. But I believe she was already on probation, so with her violating probation, more 9 times out of 10, when you violate your probation, you will go to jail. Now, will she serve community service? That is an option. Or she may go to options. I can see her do 3 to 4 years in jail, which it'll be a miracle if that happens. Okay. It's either 3 to 4 years in jail. She cannot do 3 to 4 years of probation because it's been violated. She can do 3 to 4 years at a community service, or 3 to 4 years of mental health rehabilitation. Those are the options that I have going on my mind. Or 3 to 4 years house arrest. Okay, those are usually the alternative actions, or alternative, or 3 to 40 years in anger management, or 3 to 4 years in family something dealing with family classes, or I'm gonna say family management. But I can see them presenting her with those options besides jail. Because she's like this and not like this. Okay, if we violate our probation and we like this, we are going straight to jail. There ain't no other alternatives. But if she like this, she may get those alternatives, and jail may be the last resort. Okay, but there's a lot going on, and those are the questions that I have, as far as like additional questions. Now I'm gonna see what the ancestors say so I can close this out, because I'm already over my timing per usual. What the ancestors got to say about Taylor Frankie Paul? So I sit her regular ass down somewhere. Root of air, explore. Meanwhile, we got miracles and motions at the bottom. So root of air is talking about, we got 33 as the number at the top. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 is about balance. You are feeling ready for adventure. Where will your curiosity lead you? This ancestor reflects the part of you that is hungry for knowledge and truth. If she's a reflection of you, you're driven recklessness and on the move with a notebook full of crazy schemes and plans. You need people around you who believe in you and will ground you. Boom, there it is. Yes, that's what you need, Taylor. This is what you need. Right now, you are the center of attention. Yes. Traditionally, this has been somewhat scary place to be. You may even have the stirrings of new actual awakening. Your medicine for this card. The root of air is the plant of spirit of the vegetable okra, known as the okra. For the Akan of Ghana, okra is an obosome deity aligned with the soul. Kra means soul. The energy of the okra plant spirit is slippery. This makes it a yummy dish and perfect for spiritual cleansing and slipping away from undesirable situations. But this slipperiness is still not a desired trait for humans. This tarot correspondence is towards the Page of Swords, and your declaration is talking about, I am willing and open to learn and grow. So Taylor, are you willing to learn and grow? Are you willing to learn and be open to grow? And a spiritual cleanse, like it said, I mean, try okra. Try a okra cleanse. You know what I'm saying? That could help you get out of slippery situations, especially with Dakota. Okay. Well, with that being said, that concludes the reading for Taylor Frankie Paul. Feel free to sound off in the comment section what y'all think about this message below. Again, I hope she gets the help that she needs, seriously, so she can be better for her children. With that being said, I'm gonna leave y'all to it. Thank you all for tuning in to this video. Thank you all for your support on my channel thus far. I promise you, I'm going to do my best to be as active as possible on this channel, whether it's through community posts, short videos, shorts. I am going to do what needs to be done so I can continue to grow my community, because it's hard out here for a pimp right now. Globally, I ain't talking about for myself. I'm talking about global wise. We all in this together right now. But with that being said, always remember to love thyself, know thyself, soothe thyself, so you can heal thyself. And I'll see you guys in the next video so I can shut my mouth, because I am over time. Okay, bye.